All right, guys, the United Guam Marathon is 6 months away now. I know that seems like an eternity to some of you out there, but it will be here before you know it. And my friend Renee Logie is here, and we are talking about certain dates. And the fact that we are talking today indicates that there is an important date coming up where people will have to register.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. Procrastination is not good.
Nope. Right now, hopefully you're already training, but the next registration cutoff is November 30th, which is next week, just after Thanksgiving, so you can fill up and then get right back on your training plan and get out there, register, and plan for the event.
Burn off all those calories you put on from inordinate amount of turkey and stuffing, and get the tryptophan all out of your system.
Absolutely. It's a perfect excuse to sign up and give you a goal.
Okay, so is there, I'm a business major, right? So I'm thinking, is there any benefit to registering early? Is there like an early bird special, or is there a discount, or do I get like added incentives?
Yeah, right now that's the low rates. So this is our second registration cutoff, and right now it's $30 for the 5K and $40 for the 10K, $65 for the half marathon, $75 for the full marathon. And as of December 1st, the rates will go up, and that'll be our second to last registration window.
Punctuality is virtuous,
yes,
as we say. Do not do the tomorrow time on this thing. Make sure you get in early.
It pays to save. Pays to, is that the right way you say it? Pays to save?
Exactly.
Register early, pays to register early.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so where can we register, and how do we do so?
Easily. Go online to unitedguammarathon.com. You can register there. There's all sorts of information about the event. We also have our Facebook page, United Guam Marathon, and there's a way to register. Click the button there, and then I'll take you to the Facebook or the website.
Outstanding. Okay, so seeing as how the actual event's like still like a half a year off and everything like that, how many runners are you guys expecting this year? Because the one thing that's amazing about the UGM event is, if you can believe it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger every single year. I mean, it's astounding every time I go out there and do like a Facebook Live how many more people participate each year. Really
is. We truly believe it's a world-class, unique event. Last year we had 4,300 runners, about half of which came from off-island, from our international registrants. So this year we're trying to get about 4,500. We're trying to gear towards the community a little bit more and get more of the island involved in the event. And by doing so, we're actually going to be launching some training programs with Run Guam and HOTSA. They'll be having training programs, and that information is on our website. So if you want to join one of those, they can help you, give you some technical information about running techniques, some eating right tips, and other things to get you trained in the best shape for the event.
So 4,300 people last year, and of course we're expecting maybe 10% more this year, maybe even as much as 25.
Average growth rate for us is between like 12 to 17%.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
How many different countries have you charted now in terms of like, blanket coverage and making sure that, most, or the continents at least, most countries are represented? I know a couple of years ago I was talking to someone from Ireland. Obviously with the Asian countries, there's a lot of participation. Yeah,
last year we had about 21 or 22 countries total. Majority of our international participants do come from Asia. That'll be, Japan, Korea, China, Hong Kong, Taiwan. But yeah, we had a couple of countries from Europe, a couple from Eastern Europe as well, a couple from Russia, and then a lot from the States too. So some states as well.
And I know word's getting around because I talked to some of the participants, like, year after year, and they even say, they're like, we hear that there's a challenge because of the humidity and because of the heat and everything like that, but we also hear it's a real world-class event. So some people that you do it for, okay, I've run in sub-zero temperatures, I've run in really, really hot temperatures, and like Guam's its own unique thing.
It is challenging, and being a runner myself, having just run a marathon, mine was off island, and I did train here, and it's difficult. It really is hard to run in the heat. So I commend everybody that does participate in the event and does do our event and complete the marathon.
Well, for people that may be watching right now, of course, we are global because of the miracle of YouTube. So people that are thinking about running on Guam, what makes this climate, this environment, this community so unique for a competitive runner? And is it possible to hydrate too much?
It is possible to hydrate too much.
Even out here?
I guess it depends on your body, but possibly. But yeah, it's a unique event because there's a lot of parts to ours. We have the expo, we have the course that runs along the coastline, we have the start party before each race, and then we have the barbecue beach party at the end, including the Tumon Bay dip. So it's very unique that I don't know any other race in the world that finishes on the beach like ours does, and that's something that really draws a lot of our international runners to this event.
And it's like super cool how it's like so symbolic and metaphorical how you just say, okay, well, as soon as you're finished with the race, you may have just done 26 and a half miles. Literally take off your shoes and just put your feet in the ocean. And some people look forward to that, you know, for an entire year, and they're like, wow, that really galvanizes the fact that you did this.
Yeah, it's a really great experience and great way to end the race.
Yeah, and when they step on the sea cucumber and everything and they get that nasty stuff all over their feet,
Well,
then they're like,
let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, they're like, okay, now I'm really part of the Guam running community.
Yeah, I haven't heard of any of those stories from our events, but, you know.
Hopefully not. Hopefully that time of year, you know, the Balati will just, you know, pick some other beach to, you know, cohabitate on.
Yeah, just if that happens, just get out, go take your picture in front of the frame, one of our picture frames or picture opportunities.
Yeah. But that is one of the wonderful things about being out here.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about training tips, because we are like a little ways out. How should competitive runners be pacing themselves from now, you know, until then? Because obviously the closer you get, you want to ramp it up like a little bit, and then you take off, you know, to make sure that, you know, if you have any nagging injuries, you want to let those heal. You know, you kind of want to hit your stride almost.
Well, I guess it depends on how far along each person is in their training as of right now. It's, you know, being this far away, if you haven't started training for a marathon, you still could, you have enough time. So ideally it's just to find a goal for yourself is the place to start, and then find a training plan that works for you. Like I said, we're trying to help the community by partnering with Run Guam and HOTSA to provide some training programs for you here. If neither of those work out for you, just go online, look for a training program. You know, there's I want to do a sub-4 marathon training program, or I want to go from couch potato to half marathon runner. There's all sorts of information out there to give you a training program that works best for you.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it, and we will see you very, very soon.
Thank you.
All right, and we will see you very soon on the flip side of this commercial break. Please stay with us.